Hello and welcome back to How to Win Races with Gamer Muscle. In this episode, episode number 2, which follows on from episode 1, go and watch that if you haven't, we are going to be doing what you shouldn't do, which is jumping straight into a car and track combo that we've not done yet. We're then going to talk through the strategies, what happens, what we do right, what we do wrong, and hopefully by the end of it, we'll all be better drivers and we'll all be winning races. Although hopefully you're not winning races that I'm in. You see what? Don't just follow my bad advice, not the good advice. But you know, let's get racing, guys. Right, here we go. Lights on the screen. This is going to be a disaster. Qualified in 7th. This is my first time driving this DTM car, 2016 DTM car, for a long time. First time driving it on the ranked servers. Here we go. Lights on the screen. Let's see what happens. Go, go, go. Okay, we lit up the rears there. Might want to practice standing start next time. To say this car is hooked up would be an understatement. It's got monster downforce, monster grip, monster power. Unfortunately, it doesn't have monster truck suspension when we drive into the car in front of us. But absolutely amazing vehicle, super dialed in, really responsive. A little bit of leeway in terms of allowing you to make mistakes and get it back, partly because of the downforce, partly because the tyres are a little bit forgiving. But at the same time, you have to be on your tippy toes to avoid making any stupid mistakes. Just got rear-ended there, but caught it. Woo! First lap is just survival here. Just trying to stay with this front pack. Drive nice and sensibly, and also be aware that the front pack is quite likely to have accidents and scuffles. So, just been really looking far ahead. Generally with racing anyway, you should be looking quite far ahead, like, you know, not at your bonnet. But I'd say when there's a pack of cars in front of you, you're looking ahead, and rather than concentrating on your racing line, you should really know that, and brake points, everything, you should just know that subconsciously. You should really be focusing on the cars in front and trying to work out where someone will make a mistake in front of you, how they'll make a mistake, where they'll go off, kind of preempting the potential accidents so that you are ready to avoid it in advance. You don't have to think of it on the fly. We got DRS here, and I haven't practiced it. I have bound a button, not quite sure when to use it. Car on the outs behind us, coming up behind us. Okay, I've opened the DRS there. Should probably use it on the previous straight as well. You know when the DRS is open in this car because it sounds like a steam train. Oh my god, car behind us. Right, the DRS causes the car to go right to the limiter. Too much throttle there. Get 3 DRSs here. It's a DRS birthday party. Don't go for the pass there. Jesus Christ. That's not... Yeah, car for some reason doesn't stick too well on high downforce corners with the DRS open. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, the car behind us is dead. Goodbye. Fortunately, it didn't kill us before going. My God. We were very lucky to catch the car when the DRS was open there. RaceRoom force feedback really gives you good information for how close you are to losing it. I honestly was not paying attention to the DRS. It was just because of the force feedback. When I turned in, I was like, hang on, the back's getting very loose. Just because of the DRS that I was able to... just because of force feedback that I was able to catch it with the DRS open. Man, you've got to hammer it through that corner. But then it's a case of the sausage on the inside. You really want to get on the throttle early here, but the car doesn't have the downforce to keep the rear. Oh, we lose the DRS there. You have to use the DRS then in the lap that you get it, I guess. I totally know what I'm doing. Good example, guys. Pro tip. Prepare for a race before doing a real race. Learn the track. Then maybe do 1 or 2 races with AI, even if they're just 10-minute races, 15-minute races, with the pit in there and the DRS and what have you, just to learn the mechanics of those features with some cars around you. Don't just turn up to the races and pray, because that's what we're doing. I mean, it makes things spicy. Might as well. Might as well. So this corner's more of just a lift, really. This car's got so much downforce. These would be incredible to drive in real life. Absolutely fantastic vehicles, just bonkers. So this race has 1 mandatory pit in it. I've set up a pit profile, but I've not really messed around with the pitting stuff in RaceRoom. So we're just going to see what happens when we go to pit lane. I've got a pit button to call for the pit. We've got a default pit profile. We've got enough fuel for the race. It'll just be a case of changing the wheels. I think I'll change all the wheels. Oh no! Yellow car bin bagged. C. Smith gone. That pushes into 5th place, I think. Doing pretty good here for our first ever DTM race. And this is on the RaceRoom ranked servers. Car behind us has DRS. I do not. Oh, I see he's either lost it on the braking or on the throttle. Oh, he pulled out of it. So this car, like all the cars in RaceRoom, does have auto bin where you get locked in the slide if you overdo it. But this car seems to come out of it a lot easier. I'm not sure if that's... Might be because of the downforce. That might bring the car back to grip quicker, or it could just be the setup. Car behind me is surely going to pass this with DRS. Apologies to whoever that is. I'm very slow around this track. This is my virgin territory with this car. And I'm really not used to the amount of downforce on this size vehicle. You can absolutely wangle it through the corners in ways that are unimaginable. Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to defend him. In some ways, it might be worth letting him pass to get the DRS for us to catch up with those other guys, but there we go. You see his flap. He's flapping about. He should pull away with this with the DRS open. My God. What a mental car. Hopefully we can keep with him and then we'll get DRS. Flames. We've got... Oh, I see we're stuck in the slide there, but... A bit of quick counter steer and we were riding it out. Got bloody... barbecue grill coming out the side of this car. Half a Cessna strapped to the back of it upside down for downforce. We've got to stay within a second of him. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's just kind of just a lift to get that. Hook it on the inside. There's a little bit of camber there. So a really bad habit I've got is I'm using the brake pedal too much to stabilise the front at the cost of momentum through the corner. And with some cars I could probably... Oh, why would he pit there? I want the DRS. With some of the cars I could probably use the throttle to just push the car through the corner. But we're still learning. You really need to balance the throttle in that last sort of 5% of throttle. That's the point where with this DTM car, at tight angles and low speed, that the back will just light up. If you do light up, you can just come straight off the throttle and counter steer and be very quick with your steering. You'll be alright. And you don't actually lose that much time, surprisingly, for overdoing it. But if you want to be safe, you can just wait till the car's straight before flattening your foot on the throttle, but you know, that's not fun, is it? Might do the pit. Okay, we don't need any fuel. Tyres. 5-second pit stop. I think the prime tyres are the correct tyres. Let's find out if we made a huge error here. Oh, what an idiot. Just got rear-ended out of that corner. Well, thank you. Thanks for that. We weren't even that slow for the pit entry there. I hope we've called... Okay, we'll get auto-driven into the pit here. That's annoying, we've just lost like... We just lost like 8 seconds, 9 seconds there. There we go. Really nice having the mandatory pit. Frustrating there, we probably lost 4 or 5 places because of that. I guess the thing to do there is, if we're going to the pit, maybe be more aware of the car behind us that might drive into us. But it didn't make any sense for him to actually hit us, to be honest. We had space on the left of us. We hadn't actually slowed down for the pit yet. So not much we could do there, but really it's just a case of concentrating now, not letting something that's happened get on your tits. Get back in the race. Woo! Try and nail out some laps here. A lot of people have not pitted yet. Probably shouldn't have pitted then. There was no rush to pit, but you know, I really wanted to make sure that how the pit works, just in case we had to do another one. I'm imagining the prime tyre would last 20 minutes anyway. We'll sure find out. I think we pitted. Actually, no, we pitted at the halfway point in the race. That's fine. Just felt like we pitted really early. Still only a 20-minute race. We're moving up here. Hopefully, other people are pitting. We've got 4 cars just came out of the pit lane there. There you go, pit lane. Oh, you idiot! Twice we've been taken out here. My God, this is so frustrating. I take the title, like car just drove into us. Oh dear. Well, we've got to recover something. Oh, got yellow flags up front. What? Okay, there's a huge battle going on there. That's a back marker. Not sure what he's doing. Another car. What's he doing? Car's leaving left, right, and centre here. Despite getting wongled, we, keeping it. Focus on the delta. Try and improve our lap times. All you can really do. We've got, oh, there we go, look, 8th place. Nice. So, a lot of people had yet to pit. And we've got 4 cars in front of us. So, despite being pit manoeuvred twice by the local constabulary, they thought we had dope on board. Despite that, we might still actually get something from this. That's why you've got to keep at it. I think the temptation is always to just quit a race if you get spun, or, you know, you're like, well, you can't win it now. But you really have to keep at it because, well, in this case, you lose a lot of ranking. And that's a nice thing with ranked services. It gives you an actual extrinsic motivation to keep going. But also, it's just a good habit to learn. Is to just keep going and stay focused after you get wongled. Because, you know, the cars in front of you might get wongled. There's nothing to stop, like... It's quite often that you'll have 3 leaders all battling, and if they all come together, you know, they're potentially 3 of them are going to get spun, or 2 of them are going to get spun for what could be 5, 10, 15 seconds. So, you know, you've always got to keep going. Just work through the frustration and then get in a Zen mode. That's the lesson for this video. Try and stay in the Zen mode. Always have a point of tea by the side of your sim rig. Look at this. More people coming out of the pits here. Hopefully he doesn't move to the right. We're in glorious 7th place and 4 minutes left on the clock. And I think we might get DRS. And we might get 6th place. I mean, that's not... this is our first... We qualified 7th, I think. And this is our first race. I keep saying it. I'm trying to hype myself up. Maybe that's what you need to do. It's so easy to get miserable in a race when you get smoogled. Think of the tea bags. Stay positive. Oh, he's always made a huge mistake up front there. We could get 2 places out of this. I'm pepping up here, guys. I need like a miniature cheerleader on my dashboard doing backflips every time there's a yellow flag. Love the stick of this car. The thing is, I think downforce vehicles in some ways can be a problem if they've got too much downforce so that they're train lined all the time. But if you've got the downforce combined with monster energies on the engine, and the sort of power to grip ratio is low enough, it's fine. Ah, yes, Merry Christmas. Amazon delivery. Open up the steam train. So we need to use all of the DRS this lap. Yeah, they opted for the Victorian DRS system. Open them up early. I mean, why buy Train Simulator when you can play RaceRoom Racing Experience and get the full Train Sim experience? On the limiter here. Down in 2nd gear, they're going to collide. We can maybe take advantage of it. The car... 6th place there. Now, this is risky DRS here, but... Christ almighty. I lifted it, reset the DRS. Bit of a send there. Oh, he's just turned in. It's all right. Okay, that was my fault. Oh, Christ. That was murder. I went for the send. Car in front. It was my fault. 100% my fault. Car, you can't... If you're going for the send, you can't expect the car in front to be aware that you're going to be there. I went full next day. Amazon. Well, that was same day delivery there. Absolutely terrible murder. Guilty. Oh dear. I thought we'd got it and it wouldn't cut across so much. But I say, totally my fault. You can't expect the car in front to not move across there. By the time we had started turning in, we were already, you know, we hadn't got into place. So totally my fault. Sorry. No need for a Hague trial. I'm just going to go out back and shoot myself. He says, whilst continuing to race with no honour. Got a back marker here. But, you know, if you're going to murder someone, you might as well... Okay, we're not going to pull out. He's got DRS. I was going to move to the right and defend him. He's got DRS. There's no point. Oh, God, this back marker's making it hard for me. And he's collided with that car. And we're going to try and leave space for him. I'm not going to drive out of it on the throttle in a straight line. Even though that would be faster for us, I was leaving space for him to rejoin the track. Oh, backmarker's going to hit me, you penis. Get off me, man. You're a backmarker. You need to bugger off. That's karma coming back. We've got to stay with this guy in front. So we get the DRS and we can retake the place. We have 1 lap left here. Jeez. But fortunately, we were able to catch that tap from the car behind us, the back marker. Really annoying when back markers... I mean, technically a back marker doesn't have to stop racing, but, you know, in this context of sprint racing, really, if you're a back marker, you should just get out of the way. Either pull off the track or... I don't know, just get out of the way. Steam train. Whoa, too early on the steam train there. But we get that pass in early. And then we'll get the steam train back on. Too early on the steam train, but... That's nice that it gives you multiple DRSs, because you've got the DRS to pass and then a DRS to escape. Which is maybe a little bit too cheeky, but... Normally in a DTM race, the cars are so bunched together that it's not like F1 where the DRS is a free, you're passed and that's it, you're gone. Because everyone has DRS and normally the grid is a bit closer together, my God, it just causes constant battling, really. It keeps it spicy. Not in this situation, though. It's just giving me a free pass. So you kind of have to work that into your strategy for the race. The fact that you know you're going to get DRS if the car in front passes you, and you know you're kind of faster than them anyway, or close to faster than you. Like we let that car basically go past us with his DRS, and then retake it for the final lap. Velodrome racing with cars. But I have to say, guys, we got punted twice, and we've still recovered a 5th place. So, big lesson of this video and this race. It's frustrating, you get winkled, but you got to keep going. And the pit strat was fine there. Halfway through the race, changed all the tyres. I think if we hadn't got winkled there, we could have been in position for maybe a 4th, or maybe battling with those top guys. But absolutely fantastic. The DTM 2016 cars, awesome, really good. It's going to be even better, hopefully, next race. Now we're getting to grips with it, getting a feel for this car. I highly recommend this, guys. But if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you'd like to see more videos, click the subscribe button. Remember, any points of the video that you want to point out that you think are well, don't show the bit where we don't timestamp the part where we murdered that guy. Ignore that. Video evidence lost. But, you know, if there's any interesting bits you want to comment on and point out that we can all learn from, not the bit where I murdered the guy. Put the timestamp in the comments. We can have an argument about it. But I was guilty. I'm guilty. It's all right. I was guilty. I know I was guilty. Have a good time. Guilty anyway. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this one. Till the next one. Goodbye.